Have you ever looked at a company and wondered, is this giant a publicly traded behemoth or is it a privately owned unicorn? Today, we're diving into that very question with Questrade. Is Questrade a public company? Let's break it down. First off, what does it even mean to be a public company? In simple terms, a public company offers shares of ownership to the general public. These shares are traded on stock exchanges, and their price fluctuates based on market demand. Think giants like Apple, Amazon, or Google. They're all public companies. On the flip side, a private company is owned by a select group of individuals, often the company's founders or investors. Their shares aren't traded publicly. Companies like SpaceX and Cargill are examples of private enterprises. So, where does Questrade fit in? Let's take a closer look. Questrade is a Canadian-based online brokerage firm. They offer a platform for investors to buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and other financial instruments. They've gained popularity for their low-cost trading and user-friendly interface. Now, here's where things get a bit tricky. You might expect a company as big and influential as Questrade to be publicly traded. After all, many of its competitors are. But the truth is, Questrade is actually a privately held company. That's right. Despite its size and market share, Questrade has managed to maintain its private status. This can be surprising for a few reasons. 1. It gives the company more flexibility in terms of decision-making. Without the pressure of quarterly earnings reports and shareholder expectations, Questrade can focus on long-term growth strategies. 2. It protects the company from short-term market fluctuations. Public companies are often at the mercy of the stock market, with their share prices rising and falling with market sentiment. As a private company, Questrade is insulated from this volatility. However, being private also has its drawbacks. One significant disadvantage is limited access to capital. Public companies can raise funds by issuing new shares, but private companies have to rely on banks, venture capital, or private equity for financing. Another potential downside is the lack of liquidity for shareholders. If you own shares in a public company, you can easily sell them on the open market. But with a private company like Questrade, there's no guarantee of a ready market for your shares. So, why has Questrade chosen to remain private? There could be several reasons. Perhaps the company's founders and management prefer to maintain control over the company's direction. Or maybe they believe that being private allows them to focus on long-term growth without the distractions of public market pressures. It's also worth noting that the financial services industry has seen a trend of consolidation in recent years. Many smaller brokerage firms have been acquired by larger, publicly traded companies. Given Questrade's size and success, it's possible that it has attracted takeover interest. However, the company has managed to maintain its independence. While Questrade being a private company might surprise some, it's a strategic decision with both advantages and disadvantages. It allows the company to focus on long-term growth and avoid the pressures of the public market, but it also limits access to capital and liquidity for shareholders. Ultimately, whether Questrade chooses to remain private or go public is a decision that will be made by its management and shareholders. As investors, we can only watch and analyze the implications of this decision on the company's future. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.